holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They begin the drive with Williams. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 12 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Williams going to get it again on second down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Walker. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. The Broncos at 3-11 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now Walker. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Williams to return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Walker. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Walker. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Walker. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And working out of the gun here, Walker. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Walker now. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return is Williams. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Walker. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 2nd and 9. Walker. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 1st down, Walker. And he'll find Moreau here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Walker. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now it's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, throw right side, complete to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. But not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. On 1st and 10, Walker eluding the pressure. Walker hitting the ball is out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Walker. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcast relation, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and back up with Jonathan Coachman from our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Well, if we take a look at the next gen stats in that first half for the Chargers, and there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. That should set them up well for the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Running on 1st down, Eckler gets past one man. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And Walker now to throw on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Walker's pass complete to Tim Patrick. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Throwing again on second down. Walker toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Broncos first down.
A first down throw for Walker. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert.
At the Broncos 15-yard line.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert now. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Rosas good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception from the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Working out of the gun here, Walker. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Walker. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now Walker. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's Eckler again. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he stopped immediately there.
Austin Eckler in the ball carrier. Brought down right by the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game won by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination,